Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Julian. So, funny story, this was actually meant to be one of the first videos on this channel, but just like how I procrastinate with homework, I never ended up making this video. So, here it is. It's meant to be an introduction of sorts. So, if you're watching this video right now, I hope that I've grown a lot since the day I'm recording this, which is the 27th Jan in 2025. And like yourself, I'm on a very similar journey to improve my health, my relationships, as well as just become financially free through work that I actually find purposeful. And this is going to be the channel where I document this entire process. So, in order to understand why I started with YouTube in the first place, I want to go back to when I was 15. And as a 15-year-old, there was one thing I wanted out of everything in the world. It wasn't a car, it wasn't a phone. It was simply to be able to afford a can of Pringles. So that was my goal. The Pringles, as in the chips, the one that costs like $5. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And I craved this almost like every day because my parents wouldn't buy me snacks, they're not healthy, and I didn't have any pocket money. I couldn't find a job. I was 15. And so one time I got very desperate and I was like, you know what? I've seen some people do this YouTube thing and make online money, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to become a YouTuber. I'm going to make exactly the cost of a Pringles can, which is like $4.87. And that was it. So my plan was just to make a viral video. How hard can it be, right? Earn enough through YouTube, buy a Pringles can, and then just stop posting videos after that. And so I got started straight away. And what do I make videos on? That was a question I had to ask myself. And then I was like, I'll just make videos on the thing I'm most passionate about. And the thing I was most passionate about as a 15-year-old happened to be this mobile game, Clash of Clans. So that's what I did. I hopped onto my dad's old computer, I whipped out Windows Movie Maker, I started stringing together old gameplay I had of the game. I was too shy to include my face or voice, so I just put popular non-copyright music in the background. And because I never made a video before, even this simple edit, it took me hours to make. I didn't even know how to add music to the video without breaking it. But after all of that, I finally uploaded the first video. And that was it. But as any desperate 15-year-old YouTuber out there, it obviously does not stop there. So I did the cringe, please like and subscribe, and I started spamming that in every video I could find. Any video, I'll just put my link to my video there, even if it was on a forum or a video completely unrelated, a video on women's fat loss. I'll just put, hey, watch my Clash of Clans video. So, and that went on for a few weeks, and it was just me editing videos, trying to advertise it, and that happened for a few months, and finally, after those few months, I was very excited. I was like, yeah, I definitely made at least $10, but I'll be happy with 20. And I went to Google AdSense, so that's where you check how much money you've made through people watching ads. And I was like, yeah, sure, there should be at least a few Pringles cans with that money. And so I opened up Google AdSense, I logged in, and I clicked monthly revenue, and this is what I saw. I saw this. This is how much money I made. A whopping not even halfway there to a Pringles can. And so I was like, surely this is wrong. Surely the numbers are just they haven't been updated, or someone's stealing money from my AdSense account or something. But then I checked my analytics, and this was it. Basically no views. Clearly the please like and subscribe tactic didn't work. And yeah, analytics, lost a subscriber, and I was nowhere near to achieving my goal of buying a Pringles can. And in that moment, my face just dropped. I felt tight in the chest. I was almost tearing up. And I sat there for a few solid minutes thinking, this is a mistake. But then I realized no, this is just what happened. And I was just super sad because I thought, I'm just a failure. And I couldn't even afford a can of Pringles with months of work. And with that, I just quit that YouTube channel once and for all. And I basically just stopped. I didn't upload ever again. And so the reason I'm telling you this story is because I failed a lot, and not just on that YouTube channel. I failed in many other areas. I failed going to the gym consistently. I failed to have the courage to tell a girl that I liked her. I failed getting into my dream school because my grades weren't high enough. And I failed over and over again. And these failures, getting bad grades in school, getting that rejection, I've realized is seen as such a bad thing in society. And I would get shouted at if I didn't get good grades sometimes. But what society calls failure, I've always seen as feedback. Because it's only because of these feedback points have I succeeded in many other areas of life. So eventually, even though I was getting bad grades in middle school, I ended up graduating high school at the top of my country. And then with relationships, I eventually had the courage to get into a very long-term relationship. And then with YouTube, I started another YouTube channel, not on Clash of Clans this time, but focused on helping people study for their exams. And even though these aren't major successes, they have made me realize that failure is so important, and that failure isn't a person, it's just an event. And so the reason I started this channel was honestly with the mission to recalibrate how we see failures, because that's the only way to improve anything, our health, relationships, become financially free. And so the reason I'm making these videos is not so I can afford a can of Pringles, but it's because I want to document, sure, the successes I had, but more importantly, and genuinely more importantly, the years and years of failures and feedback I've had. Because I don't just want to tell you everything, good about my life, like so many of the fake influencers out there, without the pain. Because you're going to see all the failures, all the dark, embarrassing moments. But the reason I'm showing you all these failures is to show you that regardless of where you're starting from, that you can do it. And that if you ask any successful person is just a failure who had the courage to try again. And so I hope with this video that you also have the courage to start today. So, see you around.